Assalamu alaikum students. Let's begin with another lecture. In the previous two lectures, you learned about singular and plural nouns and singular and plural pronouns. In today's lecture, you'll be learning about singular and plural verbs. Again, it is not part of your syllabus, but it is something that you need to know to be able to understand the upcoming lectures better. अब पिछले लेक्चर में जो कि था सिंगुलर एंड प्लूरल नाउन्स पे, उसमें आपने देखा होगा कि जो नाउन्स की हमने प्लूरल फॉर्म्स बनानी थी उनमें हम एस, ई एस, आई एस वगैरह ऐड कर रहे थे, बट वर्ब्स में हिसाब उल्टा है। वो कैसे अभी देखते हैं। Here we have the singular form and here we have the plural form. As you can see, plural forms simple हैं और जो singular forms हैं उनके आगे s लगा हुआ है। तो अभी हम देखेंगे different ways verb की singular and plural forms create होती हैं। First of all, अगर singular देखा जाए तो हमारे पास है agrees, और by the way ये singular usually use होता है he, she, it subjects के साथ। हमारे पास है word agrees। अब आप देखें agrees के आगे ये s है, और आपने देखा होगा नाउन में प्लूरल जो फॉर्म्स थी उनके आगे s होता था, बट यहाँ पे ऑपोजिट हिसाब है। तो ये हमारे पास है सिंगुलर फॉर्म agrees, इसकी प्लूरल फॉर्म क्या है agree। agree हमने s माइनस कर दिया, यहाँ से s निकाल दिया, तो ये क्या बन गया agree। यहाँ पे है हमारे पास नेक्स्ट वर्ड bakes, s is here। When we remove this s, we have the plural form bake. We have the word calls. If we remove this s, we have the word call. Then we have the word counts. Again, when we remove this s, we are left with the word count. We are left with this plural form. Then the next word is drops. We remove the s to create its plural form and it becomes drop. Enjoys. Remove the s, it becomes enjoy. Forces. Again, we'll remove the word s to create its plural form. It becomes force. Then we have the word invents. Again, we remove the s and it becomes invent. Makes becomes make. Points becomes point. Pulls becomes pull. Then stirs becomes stir. Uses becomes use. Waves becomes wave. So all of these are verbs that when we remove s at the end of them, we can create its plural form. These are the plural forms of verbs that we create by removing s from the singular form. Now let's take a look at the verbs that we create by removing es. Now on this side, of course, we have singular verbs, and here we have on the other side plural verbs. Let's take a look at them one by one. We have the word attaches. So here there is es at the end. When we remove this es, it becomes attach, and this attach is the plural form. Catches. We remove es to create its plural form. It becomes catch. We have the word crashes. Again, we remove the es and it becomes crash. Fixes becomes fix. Guesses becomes guess. Itches becomes itch. Kisses becomes kiss. Pitches becomes pitch. Again, we're just removing es to create the plural forms. Pushes becomes push by removing es from the end. Texas becomes text. Teaches becomes teach. Waltzes becomes waltz. Washes becomes wash. And wishes becomes wish. So these were the plural verbs that we created by removing s, and these are the plural verbs that we created by removing es from the singular form. Let's move on. Then we have verbs where we remove ies and replace it with y to create its plural form. On this side we have singular verbs, and here we have plural verbs. Let's take a look at them one by one. Here we have the word applies. When we remove ies from it, from this word, and replace it with y, it becomes apply, the plural form. When we remove ies again from this word bullies, we are able to, and replace it with y, we are able to create its plural form, bully. It becomes from bullies to bully. Carries. Again, we remove ies and replace it with the word y, with the letter y. It becomes carry. Cries. Again, we remove ies and replace it with the letter y, and it becomes cry. Defies become defy. Dries becomes dry. Flies becomes fly. Hurries becomes hurry. Marries becomes marry. Pities becomes a pity. Replies becomes reply. Spies becomes spy. This is wrong, so let's skip over that. We have the word worries. If we remove ies, it becomes worry. When we remove ies and replace it with y, it becomes worry. It becomes the plural form. Then we have singular verbs, where when we want to create their plural form, we don't remove y. On this side we have singular verbs, and on the other side we have plural verbs. So let's take a look at them one by one. We have the word annoys here. So here, as you can see, there is y and s at the end. We'll just simply remove the s. We won't touch this letter y like we did previously. It becomes annoy. Singular form was annoys and plural form is annoy. Brace. Here at the end you can see there is a y and s. We are gonna simply remove s and the y will remain and it becomes brave. Buys, again remove s, it becomes buy. Delays, remove s, it becomes delay. So to create, there are some verbs that if we want to create their plural form, we simply have to just remove s from the end. We have the word employees. We'll just remove s, it becomes employed. Lays, remove s, it becomes lay. Obeys, remove s, it becomes obey. Pays, remove s, it becomes pay. Plays, remove s, it becomes play. Praise, again remove S, it becomes pray. Says, remove S, it becomes say. Sprays, remove S, it becomes a spray. Stays, remove S, it becomes stay. And sways, remove S, it becomes sway. So we are creating the plural forms by simply removing the S from the end. Lastly, we have irregular singular and plural verb. They're irregular because they don't really follow any formula. Here on the one side we have singular verbs, and on the other side we have plural verbs. Is and was, its plural form is are and were. Is we use for present tense, and was is used for past. Are is again used in present tense, and were is used in past tense. Again is the case with does, did. This is the singular form, and do, did is plural form. Goes, went. Okay. This is singular form, plural form is go, went. Again, same with the have had and has had. Again, is, does, goes, and have are used in present tense, just like are, do, go, and has. When we are talking about the past, then we use was, did, went, had, or did, went, had. So that's the end. We have covered singular and plural nouns, pronouns, and verbs. Now we can actually move on to topics that are actually part of your syllabus, like subject verb agreement and tenses.